Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle, where we're going to just tap into the energy for the day. Yesterday's energy really felt kind of personal. I don't know who's watching out there, if that actually tapped into your story, but I'm going to come again today and see what the energies have for us, what Spirit could be saying, what encouragement is in the energy today. I hope you guys are well. Make sure you like, share, comment. Thank you for stopping by. If you have not, and this is your first time viewing my channel, consider subscribing. And it does help to grow my channel. Any form of interaction, and so all is appreciated. Liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's take a look. For those of you that are interested, this Sunday I will be having another guest on my channel. We'll be talking about, she's a teacher of mine, and we're going to be talking about Reiki. Yes, I'm so excited about it too. So tune in for Sunday. I will probably put up a scheduled live reminder. And if you're interested, you could just tap on it just to make sure that you are notified when it goes live, okay? That's going to be this Sunday, midday sometime. All right, so let's see the energy coming out today. It's kind of like the same energy. Let's take a look. We have the Two of Cups here. The Nine of Wands. The Princess of Coins. And then we have the Devil coming in. And so lots of sacral chakra energy here. The Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Devil comes in from the second chakra. And so this feels like a lot of passion coming out today in the encouragement. You know, being in the energy of creating, possibly affection, love, things that would get your fire burning. And this is not just about you, but this is also about interaction with others. Intimate connections. To Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands is like sparking something. And it doesn't necessarily have to be new, but it could be like igniting some type of flame within your connections. That's what's coming out here today. Now, the Princess of Cups actually takes it to a different direction and talks about actually looking inwardly, possibly needing to forgive self for something. There's some need to, I don't know if there was things that you're holding on to that may not allow you to fully engage in this connection. Needing to forgive self. The Princess of Cups was the heart chakra, and this is actually looking back at self. I know that came out yesterday too in the Judgment, and possibly in the Knight of Pentacles yesterday. It gave me that feel of needing to just take a look and be patient and be graceful and not necessarily judging self, but just kind of allowing, you know, yourself to acknowledge what has taken place. It is what it is. We can't change it. You know, it doesn't help to mask it. It's just accepting ourselves for what it is, but also being forgiving for shortcomings, for decisions that possibly didn't serve us the best. There's some need to forgive self, especially if you're looking to move forward and connect with someone. There's a need to deal with those kinds of energies. That's what's coming up here today. Because on the bottom, then we have the Lovers and the Seven of Wands. And so it's almost like there's a wall that you could have up that's not allowing you. Yep. And then the Three of Swords. There's some level of forgiveness that needs to happen here in order for you to achieve this level of fulfillment when it comes to love. And it starts with you being able to forgive yourself for something here in the past. I do feel like for some, this is a new, possibly a new flame that you are dealing with that's sparking up. But it's almost like Spirit wants you to really be careful lest you carry the burden of the past into this new connection, which seems like it could be very passionate and, you know, very fiery with all of this orange out here. It feels very passionate and fiery, almost a little bit tempting, you know, with the Devil coming out. But there's some need with the Devil coming out to see the shadow side of this. There's something about seeing the shadow side of this. And as I look, she's holding a chalice. She's surrounded by flames. And so that could talk about you being in a position right now that you're making decisions that have the potential to actually burn things down. Yeah. Spirit is asking, can you see your shadow? Do you even see the shadow aspect that is all around you? Or are you being tempted to ignore the reality of, you know, possible danger? And I don't think it's danger in the sense of someone else meaning you harm. This danger is not seeing yourself truthfully, or not being willing to acknowledge some aspect or some pattern, some tendencies that you may have. I don't feel like this is about the other person. I feel like this is more about, you know, you and how you see yourself. For some of you, I'm hearing maybe, you know, this could show up like feeling like you don't have other options. So this is the only thing that you have at your disposal. But is that really true? Is that really true, or is that what we're telling ourselves? Right? And what we are making allowance for when it comes to things that we may realize belongs in the past. It really does. There's some level of self-forgiveness that plays a part here. I don't know if there's a feeling, there could be some codependency with the Devil coming out, but it almost feels like there could be a feeling of taking responsibility in ways that go above and beyond where your responsibility would end. Yeah. Whatever this is, this may not be your responsibility that you're willing to take, you know, action for. But there's something hidden here that's coming out in the encouragement today. And Spirit, I really do feel like it's saying, you know, if there is to be a rekindling of a new relationship or a new type of connection, of reaching this level of fulfillment that you desire, whatever that looks like, right? This could be finally getting married, having a family, you know, being able to purchase a home together, you know, having an existence with someone else, the Two of Cups, that is very fulfilling. The Two of Cups does also talk about, soulmate energy. And so there could be the desire for that here. In that, the encouragement today is be willing to forgive yourself for everything that you may have settled for in the past. Be willing to see self clearly as you move forward. And so I almost get a feel like for those that are tapping into new connections, there's some part of the past that you're dragging along. And it's like a dark shadow that's hovering, attempting to even sabotage this possibility of fulfilling your dream when it comes to connection, when it comes to finding that place for yourself with love and living out the rest of your life the way that you desire. Spirit is definitely talking here. Let's see. And so let me just take a moment to clarify the devil. Why is the devil here? There's something in the shadow that might be hidden, that might be being ignored. Why is the devil here in today's encouragement? And when we think of the devil, we always think of some outside force outside of ourselves. But when we talk about the devil, we're talking about some aspect of ourselves that may be out of control, some aspect of ourselves that we have given over our power to, that threatens to steal, the very life, the very potential that we have. And so it's clarified by the Five of Cups and the Star. There's a need for healing something here. And that's to say, before moving forward, before actually being able to land what that thing is that you're desiring, there's a need to walk away from something, period. For someone, it feels like there's so much baggage. See all these cups around her? And of course, she's in the bed. You know what this is giving me the feel of? So many things are coming to my mind, but soul bonds, cord attachments, even STDs, spiritually transmitted demons, stuff like that. And it makes it difficult to move away from the past because those things actually take root in your being. We don't understand the need to, or the significance to having a need to pause between relationships and even do cleansing, right? Especially if there has been some level of intimacy. There is a twining of soul energy, of cords that happen. Spirit is bringing up here. And there's a need to undo that. Sometimes we can go 10, 20, 30 years and not even realize that we're still in that relationship that physically ended 20, 30 years ago, but there's still that soul cord that's connected. You're still connected because you never really released it. You never really released it. That's what the Princess of Pentacles is talking about. The need for a deep cord cleansing, if you know what that means. The need for a deep, what is a good word? So if we were trying to cleanse our bodies, we would go on a fast so our bodies can detox, right? Well, there's such a thing in the spirit as well when it comes to connections and relationships and having physical bonds with people. When we end that connection, there's a need to cleanse it. And it feels like there hasn't been the understanding of that. There's actually several cords still attached here in this situation. And so as we go into new relationships, we carry that baggage. That's what it means to carry baggage. We carry that with us. And that is that dark shadow that kind of lingers over the relationship, just waiting to sabotage it. When we don't forgive ourselves, when we don't release that, whatever that is, it sabotages every relationship we enter into. And it feels like there's a need for cleansing with the star here. And so the star is actually wish fulfillment. It's also a deep level of being led to a place where you are being refreshed and renewed. You see that magic pouring out of the bowl? That's cleansing water. And this is a heart card, right? That's cleansing water. There's a need for a cleanse here, and it's okay. That doesn't say that there's anything wrong with us. What that says is there's something to pay attention to so that we can finally just clip it, nip it at the bud and be done and move on. Does that happen overnight? No, it takes a process. It does take shadow work. First recognizing that it's still there, and then also understanding or engaging in a process to release it. There's many ways to do that. Many ways. I'm trying to remember, one of my processes was actually intentionally going through the shadow work. And so going back and recognizing the value of the lessons that I learned through my relationships, especially as I think of the longest one that had the most impact. I had to go back and really relive parts of those things to take my power back. I gave too much of my power away to that relationship. And that's part of the healing process, is going back to understand my part in that relationship, right? Because it takes two to tango. It takes two to make it work, and it takes two to destroy it, right? And so it's going back and understanding what took place and understanding your part in that, being able to forgive yourself and release yourself from the burden of carrying the weight of that thing, and taking your power back so that you can move forward and actually receive the love that you deserve, the connection that you deserve. This is soulmate energy. This is, we see eye to eye. I love you as much as you love me. Look at all this fire and, these yellows and orange. That's the highest level of connection and emotion, passion. The cups are equally placed, right? There's an equal amount of respect and devotion, and we see eye to eye, right? I don't love you or do more for you than you do for me, but it's an understanding, right? Because we love in different ways. My love language may be different than yours, but there's an understanding that we have that allows us to share that on plain equal terms. That's what the Two of Cups is offering. Yeah, but then there's the need, before we can get there, there's the need to do some self-work, some soul work, some internal healing is needed here. And it's beautiful, because not only does it prepare you for what's yours, it also helps you to be okay right now until whatever's for you comes along. There's a spirit wants you to fall in love with yourself. And when that person shows up, whatever your desire is, they can join the party, right? You already love yourself. They just join in loving you. You're not waiting for someone to come love you because you're not able to love yourself. No, Spirit wants you to love yourself. There's something here about that. I love this. Find ways to do that. Even if you are in the connection already, this still applies. Spirit wants you to love yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, no matter how good your soulmate is, no one can love you better than you. Okay? That is your first love. And we're talking practically, right? You are your first love. How can you love another unless you first love yourself? Okay? There's an African proverb that says, beware of a man that offers you his shirt when he is naked. Okay? That's a message Spirit just brought through here. But yeah, that's the message today. Let's get some oracle cards here. This is beautiful. Love is in the air. But in order for us to actually benefit from that love, we have to have a healthy core to receive it. Okay? That's what this is about. So there's a few cards that may come out again today because I do feel like this is the same energy coming through. More of that kind of energy. We have spiritual teacher coming out again. That did come out yesterday. The need to connect, with wisdom, with those who you have access to that carry a weight of wisdom and experience and connection, right? Who can offer you guidance, who may even help you to tap in to your higher self. We also have water energy coming through, water goddess in the flow, allowing yourself to just really enjoy this moment with yourself, engage in life's pleasures in this moment, whatever it is, being willing to be open and accepting of what it is right now. That's the best way to receive what's coming, is being open to accept what is right now. And be like water, right? Flow. Be like water. Water takes form of any type of container that you put it into. And when it's not in a container, it just goes unhindered. It just falls. Be like water right now. Spirit wants you to be free, to allow yourself to engage and enjoy the beauty of life as it is right now. Okay? It may even be beneficial for some of you right now. Is a good time when we're talking about cleansing. I don't know if you've ever heard of a spiritual bath. That may be something to look into for yourself. If you do have connection to spiritual teachers, inquire about that, okay? A spiritual bath. I hear Spirit saying that may be something that may be very beneficial for this process for you right now. A spiritual bath. And then last, we're talking about trust through family healing. So there's something also to say about our connections, how we have formed our bonds. So there may be some need to go back and realize some of our history, some of our developing in the early parts of life. And there may be something here about taking a look at how we trust and how that was formed, taking a look at some of the experiences that shaped us in early childhood, that taught us about trust, or maybe that taught us why we shouldn't trust. There's something here about family healing that Spirit is bringing up here. That Spirit wants to actually renew. Spirit wants to give a whole new experience with this. Again, that's part of that going back and taking a look at soul ties. It's not only relationship wise, it's also to deal with family. Those are also soul ties as well. Okay, friends can form soul ties, but there's some healing needed here. First, forgiveness for self. I get the feel like there is a lot of things that you've learned along the way that you may know now, but you've never really forgiven yourself for. You've never really released the responsibility of these things. There's a need to do that now. Because the energy available to you is very beautiful. And if you are looking to one day have a beautiful connection, excuse me, then Spirit is offering this as encouragement, okay? Yeah. And for those of you that have the connection now that's forming, there's a lot of passion here. So I get a real good sense that this is energy that's already present. There's some attraction, some passion, some fire that's actually burning right now, or it's being lit, okay? And so that's the encouragement that's coming in today. It's all about finding out how to best receive this love that is coming towards you. Whether you are expecting this or whether you are already in this energy and engaging, right? This applies, either or. You know, and I hear Spirit saying that a relationship is work. It's not just the fairy tale of Cinderella loses her shoe and some prince comes looking for her and finds that it fits her perfectly. That's a fairy tale. Relationships are work, and it starts within. Okay, it starts within with healing, right? And so, yes, it is possible. And yes, there are many things that are destined to be ours. The question is, will we be able to handle them with care and with responsibility? Will we be able to receive them? You know, that's the question when it comes. And when it does come, what will we do with it? Will we sabotage it because we've still not healed, because we're still carrying baggage from other relationships? Will we not even allow it to come in because we still haven't healed, you know, from childhood wounds or wounds from broken relationships that failed in the past, right? These are the things that are coming up for encouragement today. And it's for all of us, you know, because I think we all, for the majority of us, we all are looking, you know, for that perfect person who will love us the way, you know, the way that we love ourselves, and who will accept us just as we are, and who will compliment us. And, you know, when I say compliment, I don't mean telling you you're beautiful all day or telling you you're strong and handsome, but I mean your compliment, like the feminine to the masculine, or the shadow to the light. Someone who will compliment who you are in your most purest, authentic self. So you don't have to pretend to be anything or anyone else. Who will compliment you, right? Someone who will come beside you and actually be your yin to your yang, you know? And so it's almost like a complement of colors, right? We look at complementary colors. Colors are coming up since we're talking about chakras. We're looking at orange to blue. You know, those are complementary colors, or black to white, right? Complementary colors, orange to green, right? They are opposite on the color wheel, but there's also something about matching those colors together that just works. There's something that happens. I'm starting to look at everything like energy, like energetically. When you look at those colors together, there's something that happens that cause you to, there's like a balance that happens, right? And so, or we could talk about complementing foods, right? Salt and sugar, right? There's dishes that have just the right balance of the two that just makes it like, that tastes good, right? Salty, sweet, right? That's the thing. Salty, sweet. But, you know, your complement, not somebody that wants to be you or wants you to be them, but somebody who knows who they are, who can see and understand who you are and come beside you and just say, yeah, this is good. Yeah. And so that's what we're talking about here today. Very beautiful energy. I do feel like it kind of taps into yesterday's. Yesterday's talked about, you know, taking a moment to really look and find out what it is that you're entering into before you enter into it. Okay, know that you know that you know, right, what you're getting yourself involved in. And this is a little of the same. It's really taking a better look at the readiness that you carry around connections and being ready for that connection. And if you're in it already, even sustaining that connection. Again, relationships take work. It's not just a fairy tale get together and we have fun and things just work and we live the rest of our lives and la la land. No, it takes work. When we talk about a real connection, it takes work. And so Spirit is just basically pointing out here that, you know, it starts with us. A healthy relationship starts with the healthy core, and that's us. Okay. That's the encouragement for the day. Thank you so much for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. And I definitely received this message. But if you resonated, please let me know how it did resonate if you feel led to do so. Also, feel free to like, share, comment. If you're new passing by, subscribe. I would be so appreciative if you would. It does help my channel to grow. Again, if you're looking for a personal reading, I would love to talk with you. You can email me. I'll leave it in my link below, or you can skip over to my calendar and schedule as well. All right. Blood Moon Oracle here for encouragement of the day. Have a great day, my friends. Bye.